Before this starts, do not dare go harass any of the sides because either of them don't want to deal with this anymore. If you do that, you suck, and we actually both sides came to an agreement to leave each other alone. No more negativity, no more anything. And this video was made yesterday before we made the agreement, so some parts of it are kinda negative. So let's start with one thing. We don't condone the act of raping someone. If you do that, burn in hell. But let's go. First, he starts with the whole defending rape thing, which is, well, you'll see. This individual, Nighty Flare or whatever, is a weird guy that keeps yelling about rape unironically. Because, like, sure, sometimes people can make jokes about, yeah, I'm gonna rape you, blah 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 blah. Flare was bent on stating he would rape FSG. Then me, Gungas Dubs, allowed Zora to share his document in the AC server. I mean, it's fine, I'm gonna stay neutral, and so will the team until all of this is sorted out. Shortly after the awareness spread, PM joined and started bickering with the two alongside a new contender named Josh. Now, all of this was happening and I was busy having a life, so I can't speak for the other staff. But again, we did decide to stay neutral and let things play out. Xerox, a friend of ours, eventually joins in thinking that it's just the usual stupid topics of bickering, but eventually does understand it's actually a problem and apologizes. As you can see here, which Hyper didn't mention that he ever apologized, but whatever, man. And here is when the BS starts. We weren't defending jack shit nor pointing fingers. One, we stayed neutral on it because it wasn't our fight, it was yours. So don't bring us down with your arguments. Two, we were trying to calm the situation down because it was getting out of control. 3. The whole screenshot of me with a wall of text is the most obvious neutral thing on the planet, considering I was telling you to block the fucking abuser, man. Is that so hard? You had 50 chances to block him and be free of the jokes, but you just kept talking and talking with him expecting a different result. And now we are the ones defending and blaming you? And again, you keep saying that Xerox was rape threatening you when he wasn't. All he was saying is for you to not overreact to what they were saying. Once again, just dragging a random guy that wouldn't hurt a fly with you. And here's more proof of just hiding context. But that doesn't really matter, because these guys were dragging their rape problem till it satisfied them. Our job wasn't to fix your problems, we were there as bystanders. Our choice was to not save the day, but to watch. Dude, this is Discord. What people say to you are just words which you can ignore and nothing will change in your life. If every single bad joke that was said on Discord was a warrant to go to prison, 80% of Discord was gone. Learn to not take anything to its literal sense. If someone joked about raping you, all you gotta do is report to the higher authorities of Discord and block them. Which, y'all for some reason, took a while to do. Here it says we failed multiple times to prove that the game is bound to fail. But I'm sorry, failed multiple times to prove it? Dude, they said countless times a project that big needs more than one coder to succeed. Oh, and guess what? Planning! How is that failing to prove it? Again, just hitting whatever you want and not the truth, I guess. Okay, this biker section is just... Sure, whatever, man. He says we were toxic because we refused his help, when all he pointed out, and kept focusing on that fact, was that the new Hidden Palace has a new 1-up hidden off the normal path. And bro kept pressing the fact it was a bad thing for some reason. And I was getting kinda mad because bro kept saying it was bad, because I don't know, man, I guess giving an extra life in the chill level is a really bad thing. Like, yeah, sure, you were giving good points that, oh, it's not well designed because it doesn't flow well. You are rewarding the player for failing. So what, bro? Take the life! Also, if I remember correctly, I talked with Biker before and actually apologized for, just murdering him while talking about the 1-up. I don't know where that conversation went because I can't find it, but I think it was in the Emerald Curse server. I don't know. I think Biker left or something. Whatever. Alright, bro, I think you're just trying to find anything to expose me, I guess. Oh no, my name is Dongash Boobs. Oh, the humanity. Boobs in my Christian server? Literally the most nitpicky thing of all time. Literally no one complained except you. Oh, and the OST incident, lol. He kept saying we're using songs from other EXE games was bad, like... This shit is so goddamn comical. Also, saying Xerox sent a death threat is really the most sensible thing on the planet. Learn to separate a joke from an actual serious threat. Which you can't, because with how sensible all of this biker section is, it just shows that any sort of negativity towards you counts as our downfall, apparently. No. There's a time.fsg because bro didn't shut up for a long time. You can see that he didn't actually show what happened before. There was a never-ending discussion, if I'm not mistaken. Just the final statement, which shows you don't care about exposing the whole truth, just what fits you. Okay, this is hilarious. So to anyone who knows us, our distaste for the Nightmare Universe series is clearly shown. It went downhill after Nightmare Beginning, and I will die on that hill. And one thing that we hate are the NU fans, cause holy cannoli, these guys are literally insufferable. In this screenshot, someone was pointing out we reused the song from Nightmare Universe, which by the way isn't even theirs. And those people piss me off, cause it just shows they live in a goddamn bubble, where all they know is NU, and all that is an NU is bad. Also, in this screenshot, you aren't really helping yourself, considering you are the one instigating the conflict. And it's true, Exeshor is indeed a recaller with some weird-ass eyebrows. Also, Exeshor has a true form. Yeah, so does every EXE on the planet! But what do people see first? Their stupid Sonic form! Biker didn't criticize anything good. All he did was complain about the one-up placement, wanting a hit-kill boss attack, and the songs being reused from other games. Versus us talking about the revisited sprites, some parts of the trailer being chopped, and the problems of having such a big project with only one coder in not planning ahead. Big difference, brochacho. Yeah, cause guess what? We are allowed to remember the drama, bro. Hey, I said Biker was making enemies for no reason. I didn't say I wouldn't do the same. I'm built differently. Okay, this is one of the most important parts, as it involves me a lot. So, that whole situation about I don't care about rape victims was me poorly wording myself. I was multitasking and had a headache alongside being annoyed that day, so what I actually meant was that rape cases happen all the time. You expect me to care about all of them? Sure, I feel bad about the victims, but that doesn't mean I gotta have my head thinking about them. I don't know the victims, and bad stuff happens all the time, and I have better things to think in life than that, which other brave people are already fighting for. Alright, another one taken out of poorly wording myself, I guess. Dude, all I said is that I don't know the guy, so why should I be sad? Not to mention, I said my condolences. Condolences? I don't fucking know how you say it. Anyway, and just because the music is used in the game doesn't mean I should care about the artist. I'm not the one that decides the game's OST. That's not my call. Yeah, it said he died, but I never knew the guy. Nor listened to his work. That's the thing. We don't talk with that guy, much less ring. Bro actually doesn't even like that guy. He just saw the art and decided to repost it, I guess. Okay, now this is just getting to the end of the bucket, I guess. Hey, tough guy, having a porn profile picture is not a crime. Because guess what? As long as the porn doesn't happen, it's a normal profile picture. Jeez, this is just nitpicking for nitpicking, bro. And the last pages are just screenshots of Silnan rage baiting them, cause that's literally how he does. Even to the Emerald Curse team he does. And guess what, to end it all off, of course we joked about it. You literally accused us of sexual harassment, which we didn't do. Whatever. And then the doc ends. In the end, if you expect us to be professionals or something, we aren't. What makes us so different from y'all? Having opinions, aggressive personality sometimes. That's normal. If you're uncomfortable with it, you are free to leave. If you are this sensitive, I suggest you leave Discord, as this isn't the place for you. But hey, we do apologize if you happen to be hurt by us. Just know it's all in good faith, and we don't actually wish that you die, or that you get raped, or anything like that. We aren't monsters, we just aren't perfect. And so aren't the people behind this document. We don't just attack people out of nowhere. You must have done something to kinda piss us off, okay? Yeah, by the way, this comment seems interesting, saying that you were talking with someone that actually committed crimes like pedophilia and, I don't know, multiple things that they have a document exposing them, and some fucking 3 hours of video or something, I don't remember. Anyway, thank you for the information, commenter. Well, I didn't cover everything, cause honestly, I don't feel like it, so let the others take it for me.
Yeah, also here, it doesn't really take a genius to understand that adding insta-kills to bosses is a really dumb addition. It just makes them worse, if anything. Like, imagine you'll be struggling at a boss for a while, and once you're really close to beating it, you get hit by an insta-kill attack right at the end, and now you have to do it all over again. Like, that doesn't sound very fun, doesn't it? I would rather end up making something too easy than risk making something way too difficult. That's just how I feel about this. Okay, we're just making shit up at this point. What I meant with that post isn't that Toucan shouldn't have an opinion, but that Toucan shouldn't roast other people's at C games when his aren't any good either. Don't get me wrong, Doomsday Chapter 1 is a game full of flaws, but I still take that any day over Sonic Mania Light or Miles at Epps. Also, if what it did is harassment, but then by that logic, Toucan harassed Multi, the creator of Doomsday Chapter 1. But I don't see you calling out Toucan for harassment. Once again shows you don't give a shit about what's right and wrong, you just want me to look like a dick. This part is just straight up bullshit, comparing someone stealing assets from me and copying stuff bar for bar to me taking inspiration from a game. I can't believe how many times I gotta state this, but inspiration isn't fucking stealing. I've said this multiple times, I took inspiration from Destiny, bar some merely stock-coded assets from me, copied cutscenes from me, see bar for bar. This part is just another case of you not handling criticism. While yes, I was more mean to you in that comment, that's just because it was after the entire argument, so I already disliked you. Besides that, I still give you actual criticism which you just completely ignored, because God forbid you understand that not everything you do is perfect. As for bikers, I'm starting to think you're allergic to criticism. That was referring to what we already stated earlier, that being the OST using songs from other XC games, and him wanting to add insta-kills, which I already explained how those are just not good additions. Just because I brought up Zora doesn't mean I didn't let the drama go. I wasn't explaining something to someone. Once again, take a screenshot out of content instead of what you do best. Also, I call anyone motherfucker if you when mentioning things. If you take even that seriously, that's how you wish you do. You won't get anyone in life getting pissed at the slightest insult.
And now some of our members would like to say something. Yeah, hi, it's me, Rush, and I'm gonna talk about my side of the story. The Zora incident. I'm not going to act like that part with PM was a joke or anything. Handled quite poorly, yes, but PM was punished about it. And nobody defended it. I mentioned it in the screenshots. We did not point fingers at you two. And even if me and FSG were somehow guilty of dragging, that would be a way better decision than to simply just ignore a serious problem and not let it be known. All we told you was to keep it out of the server, but I'm a bad guy apparently, so, oh well. We told Zora how ambitious the project was with one single coder, basically asking to make an entire game, which can burn out the person. Also, how Zora had literally no roles other than owner and director. Things like these make a game being cancelled in seconds. They failed multiple times to prove it, and when Ring finally ran out of arguments, he started flexing his 5 years of coding experience, acting as if he hasn't taken 7 whole months to complete just one ending of Emerald Curse. Yeah, cause coding takes time. And as you can see here, Rash aka UltraLARP called someone childish just for being a new fan. This is another clear proof that they like to bully new fans. Maybe because most of the interactions the team had with them were really bad, but I digress. Sup, just a random guy here. I actually read through your screenshots, Purgatory, and I'd like to add some of my points. Someone in your group or you join our server and spam the link to the doc like on 5 channels. The thing that pissed me off the most is you comparing Emerald Curse and Destiny's duo of Tails and Eggman. Tails was inspired by the Tails and Eggman duo, but you're not going to mention that fact, but are still gonna point out the fact that Tails gets mad at fangames inspired by Emerald Curse. Because they were using decompiled assets. Yes, they were stealing straight from Tails' code. You didn't show one thing and it was Knuckles.exe Curse of the Ring, which you can find and play the re-upload. But in the OG version, because when he got called out for the decompile, it deleted the game and it was re-uploaded and changed, the Sonic Chase section legit was stolen from Emerald Curse. That's why Tailzo has those valid crash outs whenever a fan game decides to decompile Emerald Curse and just mark it as their own. I think anyone will be mad if their hard work was stolen and rebranded. As a matter of fact, Tales is actually helping with one of the fangames that didn't directly decompile Emerald Curse, which is Tales.exe, the failed experiment.